Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Commonwealth Flipper. Thanks for joining us here in the cabin. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Hope your sales are good if you're an eBay reseller. We've been talking about that a little bit lately, but I want to talk about buying on eBay a little bit today as well as selling, because I'm an eBay buyer. I buy a lot on eBay. I try to buy from viewers from time to time as well. And I had a pretty bad buyer experience, and I wasn't going to talk about it at all. And I wasn't going to get into detail. I might get into a little bit of detail, I suppose. I might not flash the name of the seller or anything. But I had a pretty bad experience. I was a little disappointed, and it was an auction. I want to talk about that. I actually auctioned something off today, and it was a bit of a disappointment as well. I see a lot more people doing auctions lately. They don't always end well, and both of these experiences didn't end well, and I want to talk about that today and some sales. Let's take a look. Today's sales haven't been particularly good, but yesterday's were, although we did have a few things sneak in here right before this. So far today, we're up to only $145, but yesterday we had some pretty good sales. And just this one sale right here, actually it's two sales to one person, is more money than we're gonna make all day today unless some sales start coming in. But we're not gonna talk about those sales today. We're looking mostly at yesterday's because I gotta get them shipped out. I have 2-day handling. This is a buyer jersey, Virginia Tech jersey, legit team jersey right here, and that one sold with this one, and this is the same person who's bought like half of the jersey so far that we've sold, and we are making just a ton of money. This one here, Van Zegren, my wife said that this person played like 5 minutes, I think, or one of them, for Virginia Tech. You ever come across legit game-worn stuff from a major university, they can go for good money. Right here, $180 plus change out the door. I think plus shipping. So like, I think out the door, like $189 right there. I've been in here for a while working, putting stuff up. We've taken tons of pictures lately and hopefully going to get a bunch of listings. I've been reorganizing a little bit, redecorating, I guess. And I put some stuff out there so we had more room, because we emptied all those totes out, took pictures and emptied all those totes. And those bags, we still have about 30 that need shipped. So if you haven't got your item yet from us, it's coming. We've really struggled to keep up, but it is coming. I'm not sure if there's any bags or not left at this point, but if you wanted a Commonwealth Picker IKEA bag, they're on CommonwealthPicker.com. No promises. They're probably gone. I think last I checked, they were in the single digits. And the stickers were most definitely gone. Shad Juice's drawer, terrific picker, by the way. We sold, anybody know what those are? Put it in the comment. No, I'm going to tell you anyways. These, I've talked about the skinny strip before for the Ab Lounge Sport, the Ab Lounge 2, all those things. And this is part of the skinny strip, the little knobs that are on them. And sometimes if you can buy the entire thing for 10 bucks, right here, you can just about make your money back on these knobs. And then you make a bunch of money on the bungees and all the other stuff goes with it. $14.50, I think. Free shipping on those, but as you can see, super easy, super light. I kind of like just leaving that door open right there, so I don't have to open it all the time. Some animal scratching at the door. It also means it's warming up. When in doubt, part it out on that last item right there. Just love it. And I have a hat that sold. This hat right here, I thought it was pretty cool. Got it from the 127 vintage sale. Got a fox on it. I mean, you can just see somebody out there wearing that. It's some company, I don't know what it is, but that is a cool logo right there. And you can certainly see somebody hunting in this thing. It's in pretty good shape. Look at that, foam's in good shape for an old hat. Sold for $20. I gotta cut that off. Should have cut it off before. 20 bucks, I think free shipping on that one. Yep, $20 free shipping on that hat. And we'll use, I don't know, we've got a few different boxes we use. They're down below, but probably 8x7x5 box is one we use quite a bit. And do I have anybody to thank out there? I know somebody bought plans for the Commonwealth Picker shipping table, but I don't think I wrote down the name. Speak of the devils, right there. Pepper and Wallen, huh? Anyway, here we go. I sold something at auction, and you know what? When you're gonna list something at auction, you got to be willing to pony up, you know, and let the person have it if it didn't go for what you want. And that's not really the case here, but it kind of is, and I'll have to explain. I want to talk about this auction here, but then I want to talk about an auction that I was bidding on as a buyer that really didn't end well. This right here sold for $19.50. I have no doubt that it is worth more than that. However, we made the decision, by the way, this came from that sale. I'm going to have to get my chart out. It came from the Real American Hero sale, and we're going to have to add it to the total. It came from the G.I. Joe lot, and we've already made a bunch of money. So I'm like, you know what? I don't know that I want to go through every one of these cars. None of them stood out to me as like, holy cow, we're going to have there no red lines in there, any of that stuff. I'm like, you know what? Just put it out on auction. We're not looking any of them up. This one was kind of cool, and somebody did send me a message about this one. And so that one might be worth something. I don't know if it is or not. But Rollomatics Matchbox. And so this is from the 1970s. At any rate, this is it. Everything underneath here is empty. And the case is not in great condition right here. You can see. So I'm like, you know what? I'm putting it out there on auction. Sold for $19.50 plus shipping. I have no doubt there's something in here worth some money, but you know what? And somebody bought it. So I am certainly willing to ship it out no matter what, because I put it out there on auction for 99 cents. And that's what you do. Some of you may remember me saying that I was bidding on an auction that was ending during the Super Bowl. It was an Indiana Jones sealed VHS, graded, and I've just started to collect that stuff lately. But you know what? I'm not collecting it at... I'm still collecting it at a price point where I can resell it and make money. I'm just still too much of a reseller. I'm not paying the going rate for just about anything. I just can't. I can't walk in. I can't even go to Walmart and pay retail on stuff. It's just... It's so ingrained in me being a reseller, I'm like, oh, I'm going to find that at a garage sale cheaper. That when you're a buyer, what are you doing, Wallen? You're digging through my floor. On eBay and you're bidding on something, you should expect to get the item when you win the auction. I was bidding on another VHS. It's one that I wanted for a while. And it was going to be, I thought was going to end and be a pretty good deal. Auctions usually just don't get you enough money. The way to sell something and get top dollar is not an auction on 99.5% of items. And I see so many people doing auctions right now. I'm like, holy cow. People must be desperate for a sale. You know, there's times to do it. Like, I wanted to do it here. I've got a lot of stuff in this shed. We've been taking tons of pictures. We've been filling up the inside of the eBay cave again, and which is good. I knew this would happen. And, you know, so auctions are good. I'm going to be running some auctions. I've got some auctions on there right now. And I start them almost always at 99 cents. And a lot of folks tell me, you know, you should not do that. You should not start those auctions 99 cents. And I'm like, listen, I agree. You shouldn't start them at 99 cents unless you're willing to sell something for 99 cents. And that's just the way I see it. And I usually do it on the right type of items. So if not, then you better start it at the price you're comfortable with. But the problem is, a lot of times that doesn't generate enough interest and you don't get anybody bidding against anybody else. I say all that just to say this. That item went way under the market value. I was stoked. I was willing to pay up to $400 for this certain VHS sealed. Don't tell my wife. Because I knew that, well, I didn't know. I was pretty certain that if you did the right things with it, marketed it in the right way, and got it, you know, all the stuff that goes along with it, got the right grade from the right company, this thing could be well over $1,000 VHS. And I'm like, I'll pay up to $400 for it. Because, you know, after you're paying for the $400, then you're paying taxes on it, and you're paying to ship it, then you're shipping it off to somebody else, and they're shipping it back, and then you're selling it. There's not that much money in it, a few $100. And it went way under. I was shocked. It went for I'm not even exactly sure, under 150 bucks, 140 something. I'm like, holy cow, super excited to get this thing. And a day later, I get a message. In my opinion, it was kind of a bogus message, but I'm not going to put it up here on the screen and talk about the person because I'm not 100% sure it's bogus. But I have seen other items that this person put up on auction, and then I've seen it go up on auction again. And I'm like, So either the buyer didn't pay or this person didn't ship it out because they didn't get the price they wanted. That is not how you do things. Now, I have had some times where I wanted to put something out on auction, and I accidentally put it out, buy it now for 99 cents, and it was worth hundreds. You know, that kind of mistake Because if a buyer makes a mistake, oh, my kid did it, right? We're expected to eat it all the time. But if a seller makes a mistake like that, maybe they wanted to list something for $999 and they listed it for $9.99. Are you really going to ship that out? I wouldn't. So, you know, if you're holier than thou, I suppose you can yell at me. But that kind of a mistake, I think the seller ought to back out of. But listing something on auction for 99 cents and then going for half what you thought, that's your problem. That's your fault. You need to ship it out. And I forgot to tell you about this. So add $15 profit for this. We just reached $3,000 for that sale right there. So we're not quite at a $2,000 profit yet, but we're getting awful close. And we sold something from one of my favorite sales of all time, and I probably won't be able to find it here. That is the unexpected jackpot sale. Crazy, amazing sale. The last one of these took a long time. $6.71 for that Jubilee Boy Scout. 50 years of service. That's what Jubilee means. So, at any rate, $6.71, free ship. And it sold to Jane Lynch. I know it's not much, but I figured even the smallest of sales keeps things going. My own sales have really taken a hit, literally 5 in the last week. But yours and other videos keeping on. Thanks. No stickers needed. Please save them for others, as I already have some. All right, Hazel B. Let's see, it's Jane. Hazel-B-Treasures. Y'all go check her store out. Maybe we can get you a sale too. So thank you, Jane. I really do appreciate it. That patch went out on clearance for that price, and I'm trying to clear out a bunch of stuff. 25% off, really old items over a year. Might even go lower than that. Trying to do some spring cleaning. That's why I'm doing some of these auctions. We've been getting through that death pile pretty quickly, and I want to get stuff gone and prepared for the spring. I'm probably going to start accepting offers, especially on shoes, y'all. If somebody wants any shoes in the store, just let me know. Here you go. I'll give you a good offer on them. And there's some pretty high price ones on there. So anything. I just got to get rid of stuff. I mean, you see it's starting to get a little crowded. We still have room, and I still have a bunch of room inside for listed items, but I'd like to get it rolling because spring is around the corner. I'm so excited. And we've got some announcements coming up too. ET ornament, $13 and change plus shipping to the Wilder Bunch. Is that a YouTube channel, the Wilder Bunch? We should go check it out. Maybe I'll go check it out and see if it is. Hey, maybe I'll sub. That reminds me of something too. Somebody asked me in a message the other day how much it cost to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It cost nothing. You can just go hit that subscribe button. Or you can go over to Commonwealth Picker and hit that one too. Or Garage Sale Nation or Trash to Cash. We got a bunch of them, you know. This one says, hey, Kevin and family, longtime viewers. Resellers out of Florida. And we love 80s movies, and ET is our favorite. It is a favorite. So this will be a keepsake. $13 plus shipping to the Wilder Bunch. I like that name. Like I said, we do have some exciting announcements. I might just take just a second if y'all let me, and we'll talk about those. Kind of. We'll talk about some of those. This already sold, so it has to be why it's bubble wrapped. And it was canceled. And then somebody else bought it. So it's a Tupperware lid. And it's seal. I don't know. It's a different one. It's a strange one, not a typical one. And so it went for $10 plus shipping for just a seal. Let me see if I can get you the number. It is a 2197B sheer with tab. I don't know, $10 plus shipping for a Tupperware lid. Can't beat that. If you're just here for the sales and the cats, I'll make this brief. So we do have a ton of stuff about ready to go down. Some of them I've hinted at. Some of them I'm going to continue to hint at. Some of them we've actually announced, like the Trash to Cash meetup in Las Vegas, April 21st, 22nd. And those tickets are actually on sale. They're $40, pretty reasonable. We're just trying to break even. Last time we did it for free, and it cost us quite a bit in Tennessee. So we're doing one out there. Carrie, American Arbitrage, Dave, NC Picker, NC Flipper, and American Arbitrage Cards. I think he's got another YouTube channel now. And we are doing a meetup out there. And there should be, if you go to my link tree, maybe I'll just put the thing up here. I always do that, and people can do that too. They can scan it if you're watching on the TV and go to the link tree. And I think it's at the very top if you are interested and want to go make a trip to Vegas. Or you can check out the link tree down below. Or I might even put the link to the actual Eventbrite thing. There's a limited amount of tickets. We announced it the other day on Trash to Cash. So it is, I think half gone already. I don't know when you'll see this, but we'll see. I imagine there'll be some tickets left. We also have some other big stuff coming up. There's a new sponsor that I'm excited about. You may not be too excited about it, but it'll just be something really fun, and I think it's pretty cool. We have some events. Garage Sale Nation, GarageSaleNation.net, Garage Sale Nation Facebook group are just growing like crazy. About ready. I'm not ready yet, but we're going to announce a couple of big giant highway sales that I'm going to attend this year, not with my Trash to Cash buddies, probably by myself, but sometimes there's some pickers that I can get to come along with us, and we'll be out there on the road meeting some of you. And that Facebook group is growing really, really quickly as well. Just a lot of exciting stuff. Some of it I'm not ready to quite talk about. I'm going to tease a little bit. The middle of next week, well, when are you going to see this video? So I'm going to say the very, very beginning of March. Is that a Wednesday? I think that's a Wednesday. Well, that's the day I think that we're going to have a massive announcement on somebody else's channel. It won't be on mine, but I'm actually going to go live on somebody's channel for an announcement. I never go live anywhere. So keep an eye on IG. Keep an eye on this channel. Maybe you listen to the Trash to Cash podcast next week, Tuesday. I will announce where I'm going to go live on Wednesday on the Trash to Cash podcast on Tuesday. So I'm super excited about this one. So another item from the garage sale, golf course lost and found. And I debated if we were going to list them or not, but I decided to list them. These sunglasses here. And I'm like, you know what? Let's list them. What the heck? We got them here anyway. $7.60 plus shipping. Wrapped them in this tissue just so they wouldn't get scratched up. And they're just Iron Man sunglasses. They're nothing special. They're probably $20 sunglasses. And they sold for $7.60 plus shipping for those right there. They're all right. I figured it was worth it. You know, we'll make about a $5 profit-ish. Somewhere around there. What the heck. One of my favorite boxes is the Supply Hut 6x4x4 box. Love that box right there. And that is what we're going to ship these in for sure. And it costs too much. Go check it out. SupplyHut.com. Code Commonwealth. You get 5% off of your order. So another item from the golf course lost and found sale. Some people would say this kind of sale isn't worth it, but to me it is. These are some golf gloves, but these aren't just any golf gloves. They're all-weather FootJoy gloves, so you can play when the weather isn't good. Keeps your hands warm, and they're not slick, you know. So those sold right there used for $17. So you figure 4, 7, and it's probably close to a $10 profit. $4 to ship them. Say $3 in fees, and I got them, well, I didn't get them for free, but we're at a profit at this point. So about $10 profit on those. That's not too bad, I guess. Right back at the golf course stuff. This is a ping adjustment wrench here. Trajectory tuning technology for a ping driver. And these are hard sellers sometimes, but you put the right price on them, they'll sell. $10 free ship, you know, we'll make $4 on it. One more for good measure, the Titleist 917F. Not in the best of condition, as you can see, but not too bad, I guess. What do you think, Wallen? Wallen, the puppy's finally wearing down. We took him out on a long walk today. So, or a run, I should say. Poor Sophie could barely keep up. $17.05, free ship. I often get questions about Chernox Connections video about cleaning hats, and I still can't find what I want. So I have bought a few things. This is the first one that showed up that maybe I can clean hats on when I use my steamer, and people always ask about it. This is faux wood, but I think it's sturdy enough that it'll hold up under a little bit of heat. I've also got an old block that's coming that we're going to use, so I'll tell you how it goes. I like this either way. It's a little pricey, but I really like it for pictures too, and I have another one in the other shed in the Supply Hut, so I did stick that in my Amazon store. You want to check that in the link tree, because people will ask, because it's sitting up here now for a couple of days. So I like that one. Let me know. What do you like to take your pictures for hats on? Do you like to flat lay them on a flat surface and take your picture? Or do you have some kind of a mannequin? I know John, Cincinnati Picker, I know he has a glass one, and I don't have a glass one. I just have a styrofoam one, and it's kind of getting worn down, which is another reason I bought that. All right, y'all. Turner sold his favorite childhood toy today.
My favorite childhood.
The Prince. What are these called, Mom?
My favorite childhood toy.
Yeah.
Turner.
Don't let Daddy be dissing me like
What?
this. He didn't play no Princess toys.
Yeah, he did.
No, I have no idea what they are.
Close action
Princess
figures.
Sophia, maybe?
That's what it is. $14.25 plus shipping for that one.
I used to play with action figures.
Oh, these are action figures. They're figures and they do stuff. No? Like this
I
dog.
play with figures.
Anyway, $14.25 plus shipping. Definitely enough for you to do what?
$8, spend $1, and donate $1. Bye.
You didn't sound excited about that. Are you getting too old for this? All right, ask the viewers that. We'll have to ask the viewers. Turner too old for this. We need to give him another job. You can sweep the floors. I'll film you.
I would hate that. No, please no.
See you later, bud.
Bye.
Will y'all indulge me for a second and let me show you something that I bought the other day and I'm super excited about. I know most of you don't care, but this is, maybe you do. Maybe I can teach you a little bit about VHS. I'm still learning myself. This is the real deal right here. The Never Ending Story. This is the first one that came out. It's different than the ones you'll see more often. It doesn't have that Warner Brothers at the top if you want to go on and look at some of them. This one has everything that you're supposed to have for it here. It's got the watermarks here that extend over here. This is the earliest version that I'm aware of. And this one looks, I bought it, and it's always hard to tell, you know, on these auctions. Really hard to tell sometimes. And it looks really good. I am super excited about that one. One of my favorite movies ever. The Never Ending Story. I remember 2nd grade watching it in my class. I just loved it. So I am super excited about that one. And like I said, I bought it because I wanted it. But at the same time, I bought it as an investment here because I think, depending on which one I keep, because I have some other ones that I might keep too. And I'll talk about those later. I think I may, depending on the grade, resell this one. I think I can make some money out there. And look, there's a little black Falcor here. Huh? You look like Falcor? Boy, you look tired. Huh. How am I supposed to film with these two? Little Sophie makes an appearance finally after Wallen hogged the whole show all day. And now you're torturing this poor dog. Leave Sophie alone. You gotta protect Sophie. Holy moly. All right, Reagan. I'll keep these two apart while you read the thank yous.
Hallie, Karen, Samantha, Rich, Victoria, Terry, Bradley, Tracy, Jeremy, Nicole, Rebecca, Aaron, Daryl, Teresa, and Laura.
Oh my goodness. I hope y'all heard your name because I am severely distracted by these
And no name.
animals. Huh.
Hi.
And thank y'all. And I'm sorry we have been delayed, but everything, by the time you hear this video, I guarantee you, everything that was ordered the first 2 days after we released the stickers and the bags will be shipped, and there are still a few bags left. So go ahead and grab one for garage sale season. Thank you, Reagan. I appreciate it. Thank you for your hard work, by the way.
You're welcome. And don't forget to get your sticker at CommonwealthSticker.com.
More than likely what I'll end up doing for a lot of these is I'll get them graded, and I'm trying to buy ones that I think will grade out well, and that's very tricky when you're looking at pictures. And I'll probably, after I get it graded, put it out there with a really high price on it so I make sure I don't sell it so I get to keep it. Anybody out there like Never Ending Story growing up? I loved that movie. It, you know, it ranks up there with Goonies for me. And that's saying something because I like Goonies. I mean, I like all kinds of movies, but I mean as growing up type of movies. You know, I love Cool Hand Luke, one of my favorite movies of all time, but that wasn't exactly my childhood. I didn't watch that when I was a little kid. And we sold an Animan at auction, as we do once a week. So we're going to grab one out of here. This one's going to Michelle. So Michelle, I hope this one gets your store moving for you. And let me read your message. OM goodness, I'm so excited. I just started watching your YouTube videos back in October. Your Carolina Treasure Hunter 704. My husband and kids gave me a GoPro for Christmas, although I think it's more for him to use when he goes drag racing. That's funny. If you like old cars, check out Southeast Gassers Association on YouTube. He drives Pucker Time. And thank you. The rest of the message as well. We appreciate it, and we hope he gets things moving for you. Sold some Avon, which you're not supposed to sell, right? Well, when you get it cheap enough and there's so much of it, and you can sell it for like $7.95 plus shipping like we did with tons of these. It's Gel Finish Rose Noir. $7.95 plus shipping. you know, and we had so many. It seemed worth it to me, and I'm happy we did it. We'll probably end up making like close to $100 on this bulk buy. And some more peanuts, Wet and Wild. This came from the massive clearance that my wife got at Walmart, a little retail arbitrage, and she didn't pay hardly anything for these. I don't even know what they are. Wet and Wild Peanuts Snoopy Doghouse. I don't even know. Maybe you do. First class shipper headed out of here. 20 bucks for this right here. And next one went to a viewer. Went to, do I not have a name here? Let's see. We got an NWO sticker, and this shirt back here. One of the vintage shirts from the 127 sale, crazy, you know, greatest yard sale ever. That was just one of my favorites. Not quite my favorite, but one of. Wartburg, Tennessee racetrack. It is vintage, but it's not single stitch. On a Gildan tag. And total, these two together is like 27 and change plus shipping. I'm a longtime viewer and subscriber. Have been selling on eBay for over a year now. My store is Wolverine Trends. I sell a lot of Hot Wheels and die-cast, among other things. I thank you for all the knowledge you've shared and you've taught me so much. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate it, and I hope that you enjoy both of these items right here. We have so many of these. I think they're $10.95, but they're on 25% off right now. I think that's what we did with these. I think we're going to end the video right here. We might put something afterwards. Sometimes I forget what we're doing. Anyway, thank you. Don't forget, some announcements coming up next week, Wednesday, so scour YouTube. You'll see that. I don't want to give it away. But listen to the Trash to Cash podcast Tuesday. You'll see that. By the way, the Trash to Cash podcast, or excuse me, Trash to Cash Vegas Bash is sponsored by Supply Hut. So went above and beyond and sponsored that. So that was really cool. And by my reseller, Genie, as well. So thank you to both of them. One other company said they want to come in and sponsor, but they haven't written the check yet, so I'm not mentioning their name. Anyway, my reseller Genie's great, by the way. You should check them out if you're looking for a bookkeeping solution and you don't have one. They are my absolute favorite. I love Faith and Paul. They're just amazing. You won't regret that decision. Use code Commonwealth, all caps, to get 15% off your first month if you try that out. You can backdate it, so you can go in now, upload all that stuff. It's automated. A lot of it is automated. It cuts out so much time. It will save you money in the long run. And you can go all the way back to January 1st so you're ready at the end of the year. Thank you all for joining us, and I can't wait to see you next time.